Hello and welcome to COSA 1 and COSA 601 Late Start. I'm Professor Almeida and I will be your instructor for the 8 weeks we have together starting on Monday, October 21st. Coming up in this video, I'll show you everything you need to know to get started and settled in, and also what to expect for your first week. Now, this video is for my face-to-face COSA 1, my face-to-face COSA 601, that's the non-credit parallel course, and then finally my online COSA 1 sections. If you're not sure which section you are enrolled in, please go and log into your Viking portal and check your enrollment status. Now, face-to-face folks, we will be going over this together in class Monday morning. Online folks, it is up to you to watch this video and to follow along. If you feel like you need to take a break, you do have that pause button. And with that, let's go ahead and take a tour. We're going to be using a one-stop shop called Canvas. And if you've never used it before, I'll give you a quick tour of how all of that works. And without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. Again, if you need to take a break, you do have that pause button. This is the LBCC website. You can get to it by visiting lbcc.edu. To get started, click or tap on the Viking portal and you'll enter your student ID number and your Viking portal password. You can also click on Canvas LMS. This is what it looks like. And again, you will need to enter your student ID number and your Viking portal password. Once you are in, you will find your way to the Canvas dashboard. This is what it looks like. And if you've never used Canvas before, and especially if you don't have this card view here, I feel like this is a lot easier to keep track of your classes. You can click on this three-dot menu and choose Card View. Also, if you go to the left here, you will see your account settings. Take a moment, make sure that you are getting notifications for this class. The easiest way to message me with questions about the course is through what's called the Canvas inbox. We'll talk a little bit more about that in a moment. All right, let me scroll down to our COSA 1 and 601 sections. You can see that I teach multiple sections here. And here you go. Here is the face-to-face COSA 1 and 601, and then here's the online COSA 1. Again, if you're not sure which class you're in, check your status in the Viking portal. This is what our class site looks like. So this is for the face-to-face folks, and this is the online version here. You can see it's pretty much the same thing. Again, I'm Professor Almeida, and you can learn more about me by visiting my website at jpalmeida.com. Again, the easiest way to get a hold of me is through the Canvas inbox, as you can see here to the left. And I do ask that you allow up to 24 to 36 hours for a reply. As you just saw in the Canvas dashboard, here it is again. You can see that I teach multiple sections. And again, I do ask that you allow up to 24 to 36 hours for me to get back to you. So it is fall 2024, and for the online folks here, you can see that I've provided a link to online readiness if you are new to online classes. And you can see for the online folks, there are no scheduled class meetings. Again, it is up to you to watch these videos and to follow along. Face-to-face folks, we meet Monday and Wednesdays, 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. in M216. So again, this is for the face-to-face COSA 1 and COSA 601. Online folks, again, there are no scheduled class meetings. Now let's talk about student office hours. Student office hours are a way for you to connect with me about the class and the materials. And for fall 2024, my student office hours are Mondays 1:30 to 3:30 p.m. in person in M229 at LAC. That's the COS Computer Lab. So again, Mondays 1:30 to 3:30 p.m. in M229. Thursdays, you'll find me in the Canvas live chat here from 9 a.m. to noon Pacific time. So this is the Canvas course chat. This is what it looks like here. And again, I'll usually hang out in this chat Thursdays, 9 a.m. to noon Pacific time. All right, and with that, again, welcome to COSA 1 and COSA 601. This is our one-stop shop here. All of your course materials are accessed from here in Canvas. You'll need a supported desktop or laptop computer for attempting assignments. We'll talk about that in a moment. And if you want to follow announcements and discussions from a mobile device, you can download the Canvas app. But again, you want to make sure that you have a supported desktop or laptop computer for attempting assignments. All right, for the rest of this video, let's go over how to get started. And again, if you need to take a break, you always have the pause button. And we want to start with the syllabus here. You want to download and read the syllabus. This is your guide to the class and what to expect. It is very important that you read and reference this syllabus throughout the 8 weeks we have together. And as you can see here, I have the syllabus pulled up for the online folks. And again, face-to-face folks, we'll go over this together in class on Monday. And you can see the required materials here. You do need to have a desktop or laptop computer with Microsoft Windows. This class does not support Macs, Chromebooks, or mobile devices such as phones or tablets. If you need access to a proper desktop computer, you can visit the COS Computer Labs. And as a matter of fact, here are their locations and hours. So in LAC, M229. And if you go to TTC, that will be an AA206, and these are their hours here. You can get to this Canvas page by clicking on COS Tech Support. You'll see this off to your left in the navigation list, and this is the campus resources page. You'll find this in your modules, and we'll talk about modules in a moment. Okay, so if you don't have access to a Windows PC, you can visit the COS Computer Labs in person, and you'll want to have Microsoft 365. We'll talk about that towards the end of the video, and then finally, you'll need to have digital access to SimNet, and again, we'll talk about that later on in this video. So basically, you want to go through, read the syllabus, and again, face-to-face folks, we'll go over this together in class. And then when you get to the end here, you'll see what the game plan is for our 8 weeks together. What I want you to do is to take the due dates you see here and plug them into your personal calendar. Okay, so again, when you get to the schedule on the last page, take the due dates, plug them into your personal calendar. Okay, matter of fact, that's the second bullet point right there. And now let's talk about SimNet. All the assignments you'll be doing, with the exception of the certificate application form in the final week, all the assignments you'll be doing is through SimNet. You can see here is a link to the left here to McGraw-Hill SimNet, and you want to register with SimNet. Now, you will need to purchase access to SimNet once you have registered, and I'll show you what your options are here. So once you're in SimNet, click or tap on your name, go to the products tab, and you have 3 options. You can buy directly in SimNet for about $50 plus tax. That's the easiest way to pay for access. You could go to the bookstore, get an access card, and then plug the code into this box here. So you'll scratch it off and then plug it into this box. And then the third option that you don't see here is to get courtesy access for 14 days. And that gives you enough time to get through the first 2 weeks of the course. So if you can't purchase access to SimNet right away, you can get 14 days of courtesy access. But by the end of the second week, I will expect that you will have purchased access to SimNet. And again, face-to-face folks, we will be going over this together in class on Monday morning, October 21st. The last thing to do is to check into the discussion forums and introduce yourself. We have a little icebreaker here, so be sure to take a look at that. And once you have done these things, when you're ready, you want to head over to modules to view and complete your weekly activities. You'll see a link right over here to modules, and that's how this class is going to be organized. Okay, it's going to be organized by modules. So this is what it looks like. You can scroll down, and here's that campus resources page. Okay, this is what it looks like. And before I continue with your first week, let's go over this real quick. You just saw the link to the COS Tech Support along with the lab hours here. If you need to get support with LBCC technology, let's say you're working on a laptop from home, you need help with installing Microsoft 365, you can contact the Student Technology Help Desk. Here are their hours here. And for the online folks, if you are new to online learning, you'll see some resources here. There's also a free and ungraded self-paced module for students called Quest for Online Student Success. Definitely check that out. Even if you are taking this class face-to-face, this could definitely benefit you, since you will be using Canvas and primarily working online in the class anyway. And then finally, you can get tutoring for COSA 1 through the Multidisciplinary Success Center. If you scroll down, you'll see their schedule here, and the availability does change, so be sure to take a look at the schedule from time to time. And I'll scroll my way down to COSA 1. Here are the hours at LAC, and then if we switch over to online, you'll see here are the hours for COSA 1. Okay, so you'll see here's when a tutor is available for COSA 1, but again, you want to check on this from time to time. Okay, so I hope that these links will help you out, and you can also find this information on the second page of the syllabus. All right, let's talk about your first week. So starting on Monday at midnight, your first 2 weeks will open up. Okay, you'll have access to weeks 1 and 2, and you'll see that for your first week, you'll have 3 assignments here: Windows 11 training, Office Essential Skills training, and then finally a quiz on Windows and Office Essential Skills. Now, face-to-face, folks, we will go over the Windows 11 training together in class on Monday, and then on Wednesday, you'll have your Office Essential Skills training and then time in class to work on the quiz. Online, folks, because there are no scheduled class meetings, it is up to you to log into Canvas and to work on these 3 assignments. Now, 601, folks, you are not under any obligation to complete quizzes. Again, this is for the non-credit 601 folks. Again, if you're not sure which class you're in, please check your enrollment status in the Viking portal. But these 2 training sims right here, Windows 11 and Office Essential Skills, they are a participation requirement of everyone, whether it's COSA 1 or COSA 601. And this is a way for me to know that you're still interested in the class and you've also registered with SimNet. Okay, so everyone has to complete the Windows 11 training and the Windows Office Essential Skills training on time. Okay, you'll see that the due date is Friday, October 25th. Now, if you don't turn in both training sims, I'm going to assume that you're no longer interested, and unfortunately, you will be dropped so that I can make room for others. Okay, so once you get settled in, make sure that you complete the training sims on time. Okay, don't leave those points on the table. As a matter of fact, let's take a look and see how these training sims work. Let's look at the Windows 11 training. You can see I have it open here. As a matter of fact, this is for one of my existing COSA 1 classes. But this is the idea. You want to fill this progress meter here all the way to 100%. And you'll see that I've already completed a couple of these, but here's how it works. Let's take a look at this one here on deleting files and folders. So this is what it looks like, and these training sims basically double as your textbook in the course. Now, you can read all about deleting files and folders, and there's nothing wrong with that, but you learn by doing. Okay, and you'll see off to the left, you have these 3 buttons here: show me, guide me, and let me try. Let's go ahead and start with show me. Now, in show me, you just basically play the video and watch what's going on.
To delete a file or folder, verify the file or folder you want to delete is selected.
Okay, so I hope you get the idea. Now, in guide me, this is more of a step-by-step process on how to delete a file or folder. And if you need to get hints, you can click on Show Hint. Now, if you already know what you're doing, you can just go straight to Let Me Try. And this is where you earn the points, okay? You earn the points by completing Let Me Try. Show Me and Guide Me are there if you get stuck. So let's take a look at this scenario here. In this simulation, they're asking you to delete the SPA newsletter April 2020 copy file and send it to the recycle bin. Now, let's say I don't know how to do this. I can click on Show Hint, and they do tell you in the toolbar, click the delete button. And you'll see there's the tooltip there. You'll learn about this terminology as you go through the training sim. So you can click on the delete button, and you'll see here you have successfully completed the let me try. We can close this, and now you'll see this check mark. And as a matter of fact, I'll go ahead and exit out of this training sim, and you'll see that my progress has changed to 17% complete. By the way, you don't want to look at your grade book while you are working on these training sims, okay? SimNet will sync your progress automatically to the Canvas gradebook. And so if you look at your grade, let's say in this instance, because I'm 17% complete, if you look at your grade book for the Windows 11 training, it's going to show 17%. You're going to think you're failing. So one tip, complete the training sim before checking your grade book. Okay, so I hope that this makes sense. It's pretty doable. And then when you get to the quiz, you do have 2 attempts at the quiz. Make sure that you take a look at the overview page for details. But in the quiz, it's a lot like Let Me Try mode, except you can't get hints and you only have a certain number of attempts. So again, you do have 3 assignments for your first week. They are due on Friday, October 25th. The 2 training sims are a participation requirement. And now one last thing. For those of you who like to work ahead, you've already managed to finish the 3 assignments and you get into week 2, let me show you real quick concerning Microsoft 365, and we'll end this video on that point. So let's say that you get ahead to week 2. To work on the Word assignments, you will need to have access to a Windows PC. Now, I happen to have Windows 11 running in a virtual machine here, and for those of you who have the technical know-how, you could do this too. Otherwise, you can go to the COS Computer Labs in person. Mac users, make sure you read the syllabus. While I'm not going to stop you from doing projects on a Mac, you will essentially be on your own and you should not expect any kind of support. But if you do have access to Windows and you can install Microsoft 365, you want to make sure that first of all, you have Word, Excel, and PowerPoint. You can sign in with your LBCC account. But if you don't have Microsoft 365, fortunately, you can get a free subscription, and it is free while you are a registered student. Go into the Viking portal, log in, you'll see Microsoft 365. You could also go to office.com, but you want to log in with your student ID number at lbcc.edu. It's going to look like an email address. So for example, if your student ID number is 01234456, then you're going to put in 01234456 at lbcc.edu. Once you are in the Microsoft 365 dashboard, you'll see Install and More, install Microsoft 365 apps, and then from there, choose Install Office, and then follow the prompts to complete the installation. If you get stuck on this, you can always contact the Student Technology Help Desk, and they'll be able to assist you. So, on that note, welcome aboard to COSA 1 and COSA 601. Let's have a good 8 weeks together, and thank you for watching. If you have questions, you can message me in the Canvas inbox, see me in student office hours, and for the face-to-face folks, I'll see you in class Monday morning, and online folks, I will see you online. All right, thanks for watching. Take care of yourselves.